Hey guys, it's Ellie here from PT Mentoring, and I just wanted to do a quick video about working on your business. What I mean by working on your business is actually looking at where you're at, who you're serving, I guess what you want from your business, not just doing your day to day tasks, making sales, serving your clients, doing all that kind of stuff. I think it's really important if you're lacking clarity or not knowing kind of what you want or feeling a bit overwhelmed, it's really important to get back to basics. Now, lately, I have been feeling like I needed to do this myself because my niche has changed a little bit. What I'm offering, and just knew that I needed to give myself some targets and to kind of take myself to that next level because I'd gotten a bit comfortable myself, which is quite common to do. So instead of wondering where I'm at, what I'm supposed to be doing, I do have my kind of general things I want to be doing each day and each week, but looking more at the big picture and getting quite clear on it. So I took myself through this process, and this is something that you can do anytime that you want more clarity, and to set some goals and deadlines for yourself so that you can take your business to that next level and realize who you're really helping and why you're doing all of this. So here are, trying to move out of the way here. So I wrote down some things there. I'll just go in a bit closer. You won't be able to see me, but that's all right. So I wrote down a list here of things to do. So perfect day numbers. I'll explain these in a second. Money for overseas. I'm going overseas soon. We've paid for our tickets, but it's actually going to cost money, obviously, to pay for things that we want once we're over there, but also to pay bills whilst we're away. So working out how much I need to be putting away each week before we go. Niche and big business questions, marketing plan, programs, events, content, reasons why, vision board, sales targets, and current numbers. Um, so these things, as you can see, some of them are crossed off. I did about half of them in just a couple of hours. It didn't take long at all. So first one, perfect day and perfect day numbers. So your perfect day, probably know this exercise, it's very widely used, is basically working out what your ideal perfect day is. Now that's not just laying on the beach, sipping on cocktails. It includes work and doing something that you love doing and helping people, but just your kind of average day. But it's a perfect day because it's ideally where you want to be at. So I like to work out perfect day as in my ideal perfect day for the future. So maybe a year's time, or maybe even big picture, might be a long time down the track. And I also like to work out my perfect day for the more short term. So, how do I want to be living right now? What can I change now to be living a better day, week, perfect day? Perfect day numbers, just go sit down. Perfect day numbers is basically where adding up all of your numbers of your perfect day and how much that's going to cost you to live that perfect day. So that means basically everything that you're currently paying for and anything else that you would like to add into your perfect day that you might not currently be doing. So some of my current ones are rent, food, meals out, any kind of household expenses. So daycare for my daughter, what else? Cleaner, all that kind of stuff. Rego, petrol, insurance, electricity, home phone, mobiles, internet, all of that kind of stuff. Then I also have a separate section as my business. So that's any coaching that I'm getting, any kind of business expenses, basically. Then You might add in things that you're not currently doing as well. So you might not have a cleaner at the moment, so you might add that in. You might want to do travel or put money in savings on a weekly basis, so add that kind of stuff in. Then you want to add it all up and work out how much it's going to cost you to live your perfect day. And then you can work out from there how much you need to be earning on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis to be able to achieve that perfect day. So a lot of people say that they want to be a millionaire, or they want to earn 100,000 or 500,000 or whatever that number is. But that number doesn't mean anything, and you're not going to achieve it. It's not important to you unless you can relate it to what you're going to be able to get out of it, the lifestyle that you want to live. So it's going to be a lot easier to achieve if you're working towards something, towards the kind of lifestyle that you want. Now, it's not just so that you can get things for yourself, but it's also to be able to help more people, of course. So the more money you make, the more people you're going to be able to help. You're going to be able to give money to charity regularly if that's something you want to do. You're going to be able to put more money into your business so that you can attract more people through your marketing, so that you can help change more people's lives. And you're also going to be able to put more into your business to give them the best service possible as well. So in educating yourself, or in giving them prizes or incentives along the way, or whatever it is. So that's the perfect day and perfect day numbers. Now, what was next? Money for overseas, I explained that already. Niche and business questions. So that was, again, just going over my niche, and some specific business questions that I wanted to ask myself about where I'm taking my business, and who I want to help, basically. If you'd like a copy of my niche questions, I have a whole A4 page of questions that I ask myself, or I get my clients to ask themselves, about who they want to help and how they can find out that. Just either comment below this video or shoot me an email at ekburscough, BURSCOUGH @gmail.com, and I'll send that through to you with a separate video explaining how to do that and why it's so important. Now, the next one was the marketing plan, programs, content, events. So that's just basically working out my marketing plan, what content I'm going to be doing, what events I'm going to be running, what programs I'm going to be running. Reasons why. Reasons why is a whole list of the reasons why you're doing this. So I might read them out to you in a separate video, but it's really important to relate this back to yourself, the impact that you want to make on other people's lives, maybe the world or your local community, or your specific clients at the moment, and why that's important to you. Because when you're having a crap day, or things seem tough, or you feel like giving up, read back over your list of reasons why, and you'll remember why you're doing this and why it's so important. Vision board kind of relates to that as well, and sales targets and current numbers. So it's really important to know where you're currently at. I have a general idea, but I write out my list of payments and targets, and how much I'm making already for each week, and what my targets are for each week for cash in the bank, and also total sales. But just going over that again as a more broad, not broad, but as a bigger picture, I guess. So it's really important to know where you're currently at, so then you've got something to aim for, and so you can track and measure, so you know how much more you need to be earning, basically, to live that perfect day. And the sales targets, again, that's really important. To not just have those sales targets on a weekly basis, like I just mentioned with your cash targets and your total sales, but to break that down. So what are the programs that you want to be doing, and how does that break down to the money that you want to be earning? So for example, if you run a boot camp and an online program, and say your boot camp is, you work out how much your boot camp is, how much your online program is, and how many people you need in each of those, how many more people you need in each of those to be able to reach your targets. And it's as simple as that. So that's my list of things that I've been working on this week for myself. Hope that's helped you. I'll do some other videos as well explaining a few more of those in detail. And yeah, like I said, if you want that list of niche questions, just email me at ekburscough, burscough@gmail.com, and I'll shoot that through to you with a video explaining how to do it and why it's important. And if you found this video useful, then please share it around so it can help more people as well.